Hello YouTube, Vlogger Rant here, and this week my video is hoping to clarify the two wings of the alt-right. Now I have seen a lot of confusion about what constitutes the alt-right. Now I know a lot of people are going to be wondering, what two wings? Isn't the alt-right a white supremacist neo-Nazi group? And my answer to that is yes and no. In this video I'm going to dive into the alt-right and I hope to show you the difference between the two. So firstly, I'm going to define the two wings of the alt-right. And mainly I'll do this by naming the people who mainly represent them. So the more moderate, I guess, wing of the alt-right, the wing that according to Dusty Smith is the wing that infested the skeptic community on YouTube, is what I would term the Milo wing. Milo is the guy that the people on the Donald subreddit, for instance, worship and look up to, which is changed, probably, since what happened to Milo about a month or so ago. Ironic, really, that it was the right that took him down and not the left. But anyway, the Milo wing of the alt-right are usually defined as anti-PC culture, anti-SJW, pro-Trump, and while they are nationalists, these guys denounce white nationalism, white supremacy, and neo-Nazism. By the way, Paul Joseph Watson is another major figurehead in the alt-right. And anyway, the Milo wing of the alt-right denounce everything that the other wing of the alt-right stands for. It's especially true because their god, Milo Yiannopoulos, is a gay conservative Jew who loves big black dick. Speaking of the other wing of the alt-right, I call that wing of the alt-right the Richard Spenser wing of the alt-right. Or should I say, the Alt-Reich. Now, due to some problems I've been having with uploading videos, with the clip that I want to show, I'm just going to have to summarize it, throwing a little bit of commentary in there. Starts off with, Heil Hitler, Heil Germany, Sieg Heil. Well, okay, he didn't actually start with that. He said, Hail Trump, Hail people, Hail Victory. But Hail Victory is Sieg Heil in German. Replace Trump with Hitler and our people with Germany. And while he's saying that, even more evidence, everyone's using the fucking Nazi salute. He then goes on to call the press Lügenpresse, another term used by the Nazis, referring to the lying media. And of course, it's not just that they're leftists and cucks. Yeah, he threw the modern lingo into his neo-Nazi speech. And then later on in that line he goes on to question the humanity of the media, because of course he does. He's a neo-Nazi, he thinks that the Jews run the media, and he's an anti-Semite. Quote, to be white is to be a striver, a crusader, an explorer, and a conqueror. That was another piece from his excerpt, from his speech. And then he goes on to say, we build, we produce, we go upwards. And we recognize the central lie of American race relations. We don't exploit other groups. We don't gain anything from their presence. They need us and not the other way around. Of course, there are a lot of black people and people of other races who don't fit into this guy's neo-Nazi hateful worldview. But literally, either they're the exception that proves the rule, or they only got in through affirmative action. Yeah, this guy's a fuck stain, a fucktard. More applause! Hey! This neo-Nazi is saying shit that we like. Hey! Then he says, within the very blood of our veins, children of the sun, lies the potential for greatness. This is hearkening back to the Nazi pseudo-religion relating to German mysticism about the Aryan race ruling the world until they were deposed by the Jews. Quote, that is the great struggle we are called to. We are not meant to live in shame and weakness and disgrace. We were not meant to beg moral validation from some of the most despicable creatures to populate the planet. More dehumanization of the other. Probably referring to Jews again as well, but all the other minorities too. Quote, we were meant to overcome all of it, because it's natural and moral for us. And then more applause from the morons listening to this nonsense. Quote, the press has clearly decided to double down and wage war on the legitimacy of Trump and the continued existence of white America. Really? Really? That makes no fucking sense. You can see he's definitely a white supremacist and a neo-Nazi. It's talking about white America. White, insert any country here is a good idea. The guy's a, well, girl, is at best a white nationalist and more likely a white supremacist. But they are really opening up the door for us. More us versus them. America was, until this past generation, a white country designed for ourselves and our prosperity. America was not created, it was founded, you idiot. And yeah, more applause and more Hitler salutes, and that's the end of it. Yeah. Do you now see why I call the Richard Spenser wing of the Alt-Right the Alt-Reich? So that is my video for this week. I hope you found it interesting. Please rate, comment, share and subscribe, and have a great day, everyone.